truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free.
Hey,
Free.
hey man, say man, how y'all doing out there tonight, man? Y'all see the title? Relationships are a business, and that's why so many relationships fail. Because in a business, you gotta collect the data, you gotta collect the facts, you gotta collect what's going on. All of y'all who run Facebook ads and y'all go to y'all Meta Business on the back end, it's gonna tell you the hours that your videos is getting watched. It's going to tell you how much money you made. It's going to tell you how many views, how many comments, how many shares. It's going to go how long they watching your videos, what days is the best to post, when you got your most engagement. It's a plethora of information on the back end. Anybody who's running the business, it's a whole lot of numbers. Anybody running a restaurant, they got that POS, and you got to go and look how many things were refunded, how many items was overcharged, what do we got left versus what we ordered, is anybody stealing from us? There's a plethora of information. Anybody who works in taxes, y'all know it's a whole bunch of numbers that go into it. Anybody that's been a manager of a company and you've had to do the orders, you gotta know what you got left so you know what you need to order. But when it comes to relationships, we're not taking enough data. We're going off of feelings. Because you could have a whole lot of people there and that might be your lowest selling day. Because wasn't nobody buying. They was coming for maybe a football game, but y'all didn't sell a lot. You dig what I'm saying? You got to take your relationship and treat it like a business. And my new solution is, let's have a once a week meeting. Let's write down some things that are important to us. And let's take the numbers. How much time we spend together? How many times we have sex this week? How many meals did he or she cook? How many times did she do laundry? How many times did she run errands? What did he do for you? Like a real plethora of information. It could be 20, 30 questions that y'all could just mark numbers, right? And then at the end of the month, y'all tally them up. And that's going to help y'all appreciate the other person way more. Because you're able to physically see exactly what's going on in your relationship. That's a romantic relationship, a friendship, a business. You got to check the numbers. You can't just go off of how you feel. You may think this person ain't been coming through for you, but if you go check the numbers, like, hold on. And then you look at everybody else on your list. So it's 10 people on your list. And the nigga that come through you on the most is number one, but he ain't come for you that one or two times. He ain't come through for you. So now you feel like something. Versus all the rest of these people don't even have nothing to give. We're talking time. We're talking money. We're talking motivation. You know, what have these other 8 people you consider close friends gave you? But when it come to me, because I said no a couple times, oh, they would never do that. Well, they can't. There's nothing for them to do. All y'all do is either talk on the phone or go blow some money at a bar. Relationships are a business, and you need to take it as such. And also in the business, guess what you do with the candidates? You interview them. As soon as you ask a woman what she brings to the table, she got an issue. Well, you should already know. No, ma'am. This is an interview. This is the talking stage. It's called an interview. You're going to ask a person their skill sets. Why are you not at your last job? Why aren't you with your last boyfriend? I'm going to tell y'all something else that y'all do before y'all get in serious relationships. Call their last 3 boyfriends. Call their last 3 girlfriends. Talk to their baby mom. Talk to their baby dads. Because it's always going to be a different story from the other person. And you're going to be able to tell by their behavior and be able to put the story together. You're going to hear their story. And then you're going to hear their story. And then you can put the story together. Some of those big moments that she or he said, was this the reason? See their point of view. Because somebody always leaving out some information. Always leaving out some information of why something didn't work out. Because they're seeing it out of their lens. You definitely want to background check them. What's their reputation? Oh, that don't matter. I'm a new person. Yeah, that sounds good. It's a lot of new niggas that got new personalities in jail. You know, they a new person, but they're in jail now, so it doesn't mean that they're going to get out because the crime that they committed calls for this many years. Some of the stuff that women and men do calls for you to be disqualified with certain men and women in a relationship. With this business here, baby, you did that? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You had a kid and won't let the kid's father see it because he didn't want to give you no money, or, you know, he didn't meet your standards. After y'all got a kid, now he don't meet the standard, but he meet the standard to hit you raw. Okay. Start looking at these things, men and women. What home's on? He got 3 kids by 3 different women. Now you want to be the 4th? Not saying it's impossible, but I don't think that, you know, you really know what come with that. Are you ready to handle that? Are you ready to be the 4th baby mom? You know, and that's up to you. Now that all of these scenarios I'm using, it don't mean that they're disqualified from everyone. You dig what I'm saying? You just got to know what they qualify and disqualify for your particular business, which is a relationship with you in any shape, form, or fashion. I got a question you can ask them. What's the last book you read? You know, and don't just ask them what their goals is. What's the last 5 goals you accomplished? Do you have a vision board? You know, it's a lot of things that you could be asking people just to see where they at, which will make them qualify. You know, when y'all go to college, all of you bright women who go get your bachelor's and your master's and your doctorate and all the rest of this shit, your PhD, everything that y'all go get, you got to qualify. You can't go get a doctorate degree without a master's degree. You can't go get a master's degree without a bachelor's degree. You have to qualify. Now, mind you, in my own right, I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. In my own mind, I'm a lawyer. Do I qualify? No. But am I allowed to represent myself? Yes. Have I beat some of the biggest cases? Yes. Have I helped other people beat cases? Yes. But am I a lawyer? No. I can't go around here saying I'm a lawyer. I can say I know law. I can say I'm code as a lawyer, but I can't take nobody's case on, so to speak, and represent them in court. What I can do is tell them how to represent themselves in court, or tell them what their lawyers should be looking up, because lawyers are just like doctors and athletes. It's about how much work you put into your practice. That's why they call it a practice, because they practice. They're not knowing everything. They're practicing medicine. Do y'all hear that word? They're practicing medicine. They don't know everything. This is a business decision. You got to actually want to be in business with this person outside of just the perks. What's their endurance? What time do they go to bed? You like, damn, man, we should just vibe out. That's what's wrong. That's why y'all got these kids now, because y'all was just vibing and ask no real hard questions. If you really want a serious relationship eventually, like, hey, I'm dating intentionally. I'm not saying that you got to be this person, but if we get there, I'm just trying to get an understanding. I would rather have this understanding before I smash you, so I can know what's up. And young lady, you should want it out of a nigga. Do you want kids, sir? And once the nigga tell you no and you want kids, you should walk away. You know, if a girl tell me she don't want kids, I walk away. I don't even want her to have kids by me, knowing I can get her pregnant. And now she's resentful of having the baby. Have you ever checked successful businesses and failed businesses? Why do you think franchises prosper and chain restaurants prosper? Not just because they got the money, because they have a proven system that works. And inside of any romantic relationship, y'all need a proven system that works. We take a vacation every 3 months. We have a meeting once a week. We got each other's back across the line. We have a goal of starting a family, and with this family, we want to have trust. We want to have, you know, the Roth IRAs and all these different things financially. Then we got to plan emotionally for our kids. You know, what day are we going to take out to talk to them, see how they feel? Because kids feel different than adults. What matters to a kid don't matter to you. You can't tell them, oh, my life hard, I got bills. You created that kid. That little stuff that's happening at school, that matters to that child, and how you respond to them makes a difference. That is a relationship. It is a business relationship. You got to take business. See, y'all look at business as just the the outcome of it, of having income. No, business is actually knowing how to manage something. It's not a lot of people managing their relationship. They're just letting it flow. No business you could just let flow, because trust me, if you in the air and you're coasting, eventually your ass gonna coast down, because y'all both start putting in work, talking on the phone for hours, then y'all just stop. Oh, well, he don't do it. Man, let me tell y'all ladies something. There's no man on God's green earth that can keep up what he do in the beginning throughout the whole relationship. Let me say that again. There's no man that can keep up what he did in the beginning throughout the whole relationship. Let me explain. Relationships are like roller coasters. The beginning of the ride, it never usually get higher than that on the entire ride. The beginning is always going to be great. I'm only going to have to know what your favorite food is one time, what color you like one time, what you inspire to be one time. So those endorphins that are being released while you're talking to each other and telling each other your dreams and what y'all got going on, y'all don't have those conversations again. So that highness that you feel of that new introduction, just like a baby, don't stay the same. It's new. You nurture the baby. When it get a little older and it fall, you tell him to get up. If an infant falls or rolls off the bed, you pick it up and nurture it. If my little boy fall right now and it's not a hard fall, he don't cut himself or I feel like he'd really hurt. He just, running and fall and scrape his hand. Hey, get up, boy. But mind you, let it be an infant. It don't matter how far the fall is. You're going to you dig? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Relationships are business. It's not just that it's hard work. It's smart work. It's preparation. You need to be prepared to even be in a relationship, a solid one. Now, if y'all just out here smashing, this ain't for you. But even then, if you just smashing, you still want to assess the fast food. Because that's all smashing is, some quick fast food. What's this? It's a little quick in and out. Go get you some in and out real quick. What kind of meat they using? Because you just seen Taco Bell got hit with using horse meat. You got to assess. That's what we have to do. That is the key to any relationship. And I can hear it in my spirit. Well, niggas lie. How are y'all the smartest and know everything and don't know when a nigga lying? Like a woman said, my intuition ain't never wrong. Okay, but do you listen to it? I'm not asking for perfection out of y'all. I'm asking for realness. Just be real with yourselves. Like, I'm at a point where I'll take a 7 or 8 in the looks and a 10 everywhere else versus taking a 10 in the looks and she's a 2 in attitude and a 2 in getting money and a 2 of being peace and a 2 in box. Nah, give me the 7 or 8. Because you know why? Most women ain't ugly. They just broke. You could pretty much turn any woman and make her look beautiful. And I ain't talking about buying her a body, so to speak, but you could get some skin treatments done, some lip cleaning. You could put her in the gym and pay for a trainer. Even if she ain't got no butt, you could give her one of them little cherries. One of them itty bitty teeny weeny little booty in bikini. You can really help her out. We are here to build. Anybody that deal with me know we building, baby. That's why I'm always saying it might be misinterpreted. We can't really smash more than 5 times and we ain't getting no money together. I got other things to do, baby, than be laid up with you knocking your head off, giving you seizures and putting you to sleep. I got other things to do. After a while, that motivation gonna be gone to continue to mess with you because you're not doing nothing else. This business relationship is a one-way street. I take you out and I smash. All you're offering in return is some box. Eventually we grow out of that. You dig what I'm saying? And as a woman, if y'all bear the responsibility of the children, I would think y'all would have enough sense to start vetting guys even more and start following your intuition. How in the world are y'all okay and want men to be responsible? Y'all sleeping with irresponsible men, and then once y'all get pregnant, y'all want them to be responsible? Do y'all hear y'all foolish? That's like me dealing with a hood rat, and then I want to be able to take her around my lawyer friends. I want to be able to take her to Christmas functions where they be having in these, business Christmas, whatever you want to call it. I go to these functions where it's a bunch of lawyers or a bunch of chiropractors or this business or that business, and usually you bring a +1, which is usually late. Do I trust that she's going to be able to get in this environment and not act like a hood rat? No. So I don't bring her along. Y'all get terrible niggas and get pregnant and think they're finna become awesome. I had hood rats. And I expected them to do just what they did. Act like hood rats. I wasn't expecting lady behavior out of a hood rat. That would be crazy for me to expect lady behavior out of a hood rat. But y'all are expecting men behavior outside of niggas who haven't proved men behavior. Oh, what he said. What did he do? Because this is the thing about me and men. I hold niggas accountable. Oh, dude, yeah. Ask my partner. He told me some things he said to his wife some years ago. And I'm like, nah. I was talking to his wife on the phone. She like, ask her. We was just talking and she like, oh, but did he tell you? I said, that nigga ain't say that. Not my player partner. She said, ask him. I said, if this nigga said what you say he said, I'm gonna crack him upside the head. She like, well, get ready to crack. I'm like, nah. So I said, bro, come here, bro. She lying on you. She said, whoop-de-whoop, you said this at the table, da-da-da. He's like, yeah, I did that. Unintentionally, but intentionally. I intentionally took a flower pot against his head, literally. Bow. Wasn't trying to make him bleed, but his head ended up bleeding. And he took it like a champ. Bro, we don't do that lame shit around here, man. You can't be telling that woman shit. I hold my niggas accountable. Did I go over a little bit? Nah, I don't think so. Cause you was a solid nigga. It come with consequences, man, to be solid. We gotta hold each other accountable. And the same nigga that told me, Ed, you ain't hitting on all 8 cylinders, my boy. You need to get it right. I'm like, you right, bro. I ain't been in my bag. I ain't like, yeah, man. Cause when you hitting, and we all good when you good, basically. I'm like, you right. He good without me. Let me put it like that, cause he gonna watch this. I know he good without me, but he just saying where I'm on my A game and make him be on his A game even more. So we're gonna hold each other accountable. This is what I can't do. I can't hold no man accountable that I have no influence in his life. I can sit here and do these podcasts and tell you how men should be as far as manhood, the qualities you should look for in a man to say that he's this type man. That's all I'm saying. You should be able to know the qualities in business. When you get some meat in, if you have a restaurant and you get some meat in, whatever kind it is, even if it's crab legs, if it's lobsters, if it's shrimp, if it's steak, if it's beef, you're actually going to take and you're going to view that and see if it is what they say it is. If it's spoiled, if it's fresh, you know, you're going to scan that item and see exactly if it is what it say it is. Hey, they say this chicken. All right, let me break this down. Let me look. Yep. Okay. This is chicken. Y'all got donkeys telling y'all they lions because they got some fur on their face. Oh no, he said he a lion. Lions don't heal. That's not what lions do. And lions only roar when it means something, when it's time. Lions don't do no unnecessary roaring. So his hee-haw wasn't even a lion roar, growl, or roar. I tell y'all that to say, learn how to identify the nigga. My thing is, if you got any man you respect in your life, that's in your family or a friend, and when you get into a romantic relationship or even before y'all cross the line, take him around that man. Let me vet him. I tell anybody in my family, any female, let me see that nigga. Let me holler at him. I just told somebody that's near, dear, and close about they nigga that they dealing with. They got the dude proposed to her, and I shut that down. Bro, what you got? What your bank account look like? What you bring to the table? What do you do for her? Oh, you have to ask her that. Nah, nigga, what do you? I'm asking you. What do you do? What do you know you do for her to help out? Because, nigga, you don't even cut the grass. You dig what I'm saying? I'm going to make niggas stand on what they said. He's a solid man. Okay, I'm going to see if he's solid. Because I asked a nigga, did he have a certain dollar amount saved up? I'm not going to disclose my finances. Nigga, you is to me. And if you don't, it's cool. It mean you ain't got it. Just say you ain't got it, player. Say you working on it. Because if you ask me if I got $2 in my pocket, I'm going to let you know, yeah, I got $2. I'm not going to be like, hey, man, you know, that's my business. Nah, nigga, you trying to marry somebody that I love, that I know? You got to get vetted by another man. A lot of y'all women that save yourselves headaches just taking a nigga around another solid man. We going to tell y'all the qualities that he has. If he's solid. Now, I can't tell you if you necessarily like him or not. Like, nah, you should or you shouldn't. I can tell you what you're up against. If he's a solid guy, if he's getting to a bag, if he has the mental that should be there, if his spiritual life is right. Who are you? Nigga, I'm the king, nigga. What you mean, who am I? Yes. Anybody that comes around me and they got a nigga, I'm gonna vet them. Let me see what you about, player. Then I'm gonna do a roll call check and send out my people and see if you is who you say you is, and do some more research and talk to some of your family members and get the scoop on you to see if you really solid. See, y'all so worried about getting some dick or some pussy, y'all ain't doing no background on these men and women. Oh, I ain't know till it was too late. Nah, you should have did it in the beginning. Relationships are a business. What are your books look like? How can we have a relationship and we can't write down anything that we done done for each other? We don't have a solid plan of where this relationship is going. We don't have no strategicness of what we're doing. We have no goal set. This ain't a relationship. This is some sexual shit. This is just us smashing. But a woman's feelings get involved. Y'all should be able to come together once a week and have a conversation. That's only 52 meetings out of 365 days. Y'all should be able to talk once a week about where we're at, how you feel. And when somebody, the opposite person, say something, you got to respect where they at. If she says she mentally tired, you can't be like, well, girl, I bought you this and I bought you that. Okay, what can we do to help your mentality? Do we need to go to therapy? Is it somebody you need to talk to? Do you need an extra day of vacation? Do you want an extra day off of work? You dig what I'm saying? What are we going to do to help your mental health? You want to go to a retreat for a weekend? We need to fix this. And if a nigga tell you he exhausted, ask him what he needs to not be exhausted anymore. Man, I really need help in this area. I know I can't stop working, but it would help if you did A, B, C, and D. It's that simple. We have to talk to one. Talking is what I'm doing with y'all right now. We're talking. We're not yelling. We're not screaming. We're not just trying to get our points across. You dig what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of the conversations go into of who's right instead of what's right. Right now, that weekly conversation, if there's a mental exhaustion on somebody's end, y'all keep going. But then y'all have to pinpoint what are the major targets we need to address. I mean, for me, I know girls would say, once I start liking them and being cool and they're around, I quit sleeping with them. That's embarrassing for women to speak about. Like, why you don't want to sleep with me no more? When we really start liking y'all, we stop sleeping with y'all. I don't know why. I know that sounds weird, but maybe somebody else can explain it better. But when I really like a girl, start having love for her, I don't even be caring about the box no more like that. I ain't gonna say I don't hit, but it just don't be like it was in the beginning. And she might have to entice a nigga. And women don't like rejection. I'd have rejected every girl I'd have been with before. And if I asked them for something, nah, I'm cool, shawty. They just try to give me head. I'm cool. I ain't in the mood, shawty. You dig what I'm saying? Like, nah. So that's a conversation she could have with me. What can I do that I could get back to the 3-4 times a week like when we first started? And I'm going to tell her, you need to cook the right foods. Put that perfume on. Don't be walking around this motherfucker in no holy sweatpants. You dig what I'm saying? You might have to send a nigga a flick at the beginning of the day. You know, tell a nigga you appreciate him. You dig what I'm saying? It might be multiple things that you might have to do because in the beginning you was always looking good and smelling good. You dig what I'm saying? It was a catch. It was fun. You know what I mean? You was talking nice. So if you got an issue with your nigga not smashing, you ask him. It's not always another bitch, bro. And if it is another bitch, it's something that she doing. He's interested in something that she's doing to make him want to smash. These are just the realities of life. We don't complain and trip. We don't shut down a whole business because we got one problem. So on this episode, I got one camera out. One of the cords broke. You think I'm going to shut down the whole episode just because one of my cameras don't work? That's why we have multiple cameras. All right, them one is down. We're going to have to run on these two right now. These three right now. And then when we get that one back up, you know, it'll be hitting on all cylinders. In a relationship, something might be down for a minute. It don't mean you throw it away. Because shit, if none of the cameras work, then I can go to audio. And if the audio didn't work, then I got to go to my phone. There's always a will to get it done. If you got a will, there's a way. You can absolutely get things done. And I say in my book that I'm writing, y'all gonna love it because it's a book and it's a workbook for couples. The first page is gonna say this. Have you asked God, are you supposed to be with this person? Don't read no further until you can answer that question. And if there's any no of no, I don't know, it's a no. Well, I don't know. I asked God, what did he say? I don't know. It's a no. God is clear. Sometimes you may have to fast to hear that no louder. You might not want to hear the no. And if it's a yes and God said yes, then God is not the author of confusion. Put that work in. We can sit back and really ask God for money and cars and houses and kids and this. Ask him, are you supposed to be in a relationship with this person that you like? Even if y'all are already smashed. Like, oh, it's too late now. Shit, we to get. No, it ain't. You say, man, how you know all this? Hey, buddy, I read. I study. I do live social experiments. You can ask the women I go out with. Half my dates is asking other women questions. On the date when I'm with a woman, I'm asking the waiter and the girls at the next table and the girls at the next table. I have a plethora of information over the last 20 years of talking to thousands of women. Do you hear me? You talking about a nigga who been on over 500 dates with 500 different women. I've been on over 500 dates. I pretty much know women to a science. Because even with all of them, they tell me about their friends and how their mothers was and things of that. So I take a collective data of all these different women. Then that's just the 500 that I've been on dates with. I'm pretty sure it's more than that because that was like 2 years ago. So I'd have been on way more dates than that with different women. Then I've collected data from all of the waiters and the servers and everyone else that may be in the restaurant. Or if we go bowling, everybody that's around. You dig what I'm saying? I take in the information. And then I look at the areas, the zip codes that I am in, how much education they got, the girls that got higher education, how they move. I take real data in. I don't just be dating broads and not getting no data. I'm getting data. I'm seeing how you move. The reason why Facebook and Google is so dope, like I keep saying, they collect data. They know you better than you know you. And that's the thing. Someone can know you better than you know yourself because you have no data on you. You don't know every time you get angry, you do this. Every time you get horny, you do this. Because you don't sit around with self and take a self-evaluation. You know how to evaluate everybody else besides yourself. See, with me, I know how to evaluate myself. I know the people that's supposed to deal with me got to be able to take a harsh truth. That's why we call the show The Ugly Truth. It ain't always pretty. But baby, it's always going to be the truth. And as long as you got the truth, you could progress. See, when you got lies, that automatically send you a different way. Because a nigga tell you he want to be with you. Now you jumping into being with him. But the whole time, he got you on a dead end mission. Nigga tell you he don't want to be with you. Now you can move forward. See, the truth will always, that's why I say the truth will set you free. The truth will put you in the right direction. You got to know these things. And let me say this, man. RIP to the late great Kevin Samuels. I'm gonna tell y'all, when y'all hear women say they hated Kevin Samuels, men, run the other way. This man cleaned up and said, I want to see the black man's image better, so he wore suits and kept his attire and his cleanliness together. He kept his image together. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with the man being a model for other black men to not sag their pants and actually, come out, speak elegantly, have some decor about themselves, tell you what you should do? He brought out stats and data. He said things that most of us men didn't know how to put in the proper words. And now anytime somebody says something that he say, oh, you trying to be like Kevin Samuels. So 1 + 1 is 2. Who am I trying to be like? The man who created math? He opened up a door and now y'all mad that he's the one who told men, love yourself, player. Don't accept these women just because they women and they put in bare minimum. Make these women work for you like you work for them. What work have they put in? See, most of a man's work is done before we even get with y'all. That's why y'all spend the rest of their life working for us, because we spent our whole life working to get to you. Now you got to work your whole life to keep us. You dig what I'm saying? But only if God said y'all supposed to be together, then it won't be so much problem. If God said y'all gonna be together, y'all gotta have the same core values, which means y'all come from the same tribe. Many people dealing with people that don't even come from their same tribe, meaning got their same core values. So there'll always be a bump in the head when the core values is. I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate too much of shit, for real. Now, do I enjoy the Christmas holiday? Yeah, I just don't believe in the exchanging the gifts for everybody. Nah, I'm cool. You're not finna tell me go buy gifts for 20 niggas for one day. No, I'm not doing that. Nigga, I love throughout the whole year. I'm not gonna break it down to just that. You dig what I'm saying? So if they celebrate Christmas and I don't want my kids celebrating Christmas like that, that's a conflict of interest. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, you want things your way. That's fine. It's called being a leader. If you don't like leadership, move around. I'm trying to say this the most respectful way possible. Y'all need to stop hating that man for giving black men something. This nigga want to talk about drilling. Y'all want to call him gay. Y'all want to talk about this man. You got Yada out here hating, talk about the ghost of Kevin Samuels. He was for black family. He was just for to stop being all these whores. You men step your game up and you young ladies quit being whores and just realize your clock. Women are like food. The longer it's around, the better chance it has to spoil. Go look in your refrigerator and see what you could keep in there for a year. You dig what I'm saying? He trying to tell women, hey, y'all can look at a chart right now, and I've never even looked at it. This is just how much data I take. See what the chart looks like as far as women getting married from their 20s up to 60. I guarantee the chart declines. It starts up real high for 20s. It probably start up this high, and then it probably decline every year after. Every year after. I guarantee there's not more 60-year-olds getting married than 20 and 30-year-olds. I guarantee that. So my man was trying to tell y'all, know your value, know your timing. I tell women, life is a casino. It's a gamble, but y'all come in with $1 million worth of chips. By the time y'all hit 18, niggas got to build theirs up. Cool. We're hearing this talk so that we can have the proper talking terms. There's nothing wrong with having the proper talking terms. The problem is when it don't work in your favor, you got a problem. Y'all want to use narcissistic and all these stupid ass trigger words and still don't have the results that you're looking for. Maybe you should listen, because you know what I do to women when I go and take all these facts and datas and ask them. I listen. If it's 10 women and 7 of them say they want their feet rubbed when they come home, every girl from then on, whether that's her thing or not, I'm gonna start off doing it. If she tell me she don't want it, cool, but yeah, I rub your feet, baby. What else you want? I would like to vent to you 30 minutes a day. Okay, baby, I'm going to turn my brain off so this shit can go in one ear out the other and go. I'm that's crazy. Okay, what else do women like? Oh, you want me to plan the date? Okay, maybe 1 or 2. You dig what I'm saying? That's cool, but you could plan some too, sweetheart. Okay, let me figure out what else she likes. Oh, she do like flowers. Let me give y'all a play, fellas. When y'all really got y'all one, just go ahead and order the flowers 52 already. Just have it like, hey, every week charge my card. So if you mad at her or not, them flowers still gonna come and she don't know. She always just gonna be thinking you thought about her. Because the flowers is coming in, and switch it up. Sometime it could be this month on Tuesdays, next month on Wednesdays. And you might do a Tuesday, Wednesday. Like, you can switch it up a little bit. So, because women will start thinking, oh, this nigga order, it come every day at the same time. You can just tell her every Friday, baby, they coming. And a day that you really mad, that might say your relationship, because you just sent some flowers to this girl. And you'd have forgot you'd already paid a month up. You paying every month. You dig what I'm saying? A little $100, $150 for these flowers to come once a week, bro. Especially if she got a regular job and they get to come to her work and she keep them there for the week. You know, so when she go to work and you mad and she mad and them flowers come in, like, that's why I love this nigga. It's game that y'all gotta have, man. Keep these women happy. I mean, they're naturally negative for the most part. I don't know why they're like that, but it's our job to try to keep them happy if they're happy with themselves, because some of these broads is dead end roads. And like I tell you all the time, much as I talk about women, I don't have a problem with the women that I deal with. I honestly don't. Shit's easy. Just be a man. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't got to do all that back and forth. Only thing I do with my women is when we talk about these podcasts or other women or men, like, we debate about what's going on out here. And then, of course, you know me, Mr. Fact Checker, Mr. Definitions. I'm just going to pull that out. Let's talk about, okay, and it's healthy for us, for whatever woman I'm with at the time. We're going to talk. If I can't have those healthy conversations, I know you just in the smash box. You in the smash box. All right, that's all we could do is smash. You can't have intellectual conversations. You know, and that's important to have intellectual conversations when you've read hundreds or if not thousands of books. You know, you get out here and you want to share your information with the person you're with. You want to bounce things off of them and see where they're at with it, you know, versus just talking about entertainment. I don't just talk about people. I don't just talk about events. I talk about ideals. Hey, anybody tell you I be trying to like, oh, I'm about to do this app. All right. I wrote this book. All right. I'm finna come up with this course. All right. I'm finna do this. All right. Shit. I'm about to do a podcast. But nigga, ain't you doing real estate and car? Yeah. And you got party with, yeah. All right. Next, I want to do a school. I need a solid woman that's around that can keep up with all that. Women are managers and organizers, and the same thing with men. We manage our women. We try to help manage their emotions. I tell you, I'm an umbrella. If you move from under this umbrella without me saying I'm finna move and you get wet, that's on you. I don't move when you move. You move when I move. I'm the protector. You know? And once a nigga show you that he could lead, then you should follow up with him. That's just the truth, man. We got to really sit down and really assess the situation. That's really what it's about. And that's really what it's about, bro. Just sitting back, assessing the situation, knowing what's the purpose of you being here. And ladies, y'all can engage in this. Y'all can start the weekly meetings. Be nice. It could be when you cook. You ain't even gotta tell them, because some niggas be all thrown off. Oh man, what we gotta talk about? You know, because they're so worried about you punishing them and giving out these dumbass consequences. If they knew it was a safe space, they'd tell you everything. Cook for that nigga, babe. What you did. Start off telling that nigga what he did good. All right, I got this little chart, and these are the good things you did for me. Now I'm about to give you this piece of paper. Now you get to judge me. Tell me how good I was. You know, tell me the things, how many times you think I did this, or how you feel about this. And he'll open up once he knows it's a safe space, that you're not allowed to trip once a nigga tell you what it is. Like, sometimes you might say, I really don't like that dumbass makeup. Now, don't be like me and call it dumbass makeup, but I really don't like when you wear that makeup. And now she has a choice. You don't like the makeup at all, or you don't like the way I wear it, that this makeup don't look good, or you just don't want to see me with none. And if you concerned about keeping that relationship healthy, try it. Hey, okay. I'm not going to go cold turkey on my makeup, but how about on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I won't wear no makeup for you, and that'll be our date nights when we go out. Cool. And people call that compromising. I just call that working together, you know. Compromising to me meaning both parties really don't get what they want. I want to go to the movies. She want to go bowling, so we go axe throwing. What? No, all right, this time we're going to go to the movies. Next time we'll go bowling. And that's compromise or working with each other. I'm not finna do some shit I absolutely don't want to do at all, just to say, oh, well, we both get. No. Where's your data at? So let me get y'all 3 tests y'all should take. And this is why I can always take you niggas hoes, women, wives, and Lord forgive me. 5 love languages is important. Know what your partner's love language is. I just learned this one. It's called an attachment style. The way you connect with a person in a relationship. You need to take that test. It's called an attachment style test. Take the DISC personality test. I took this test in like 08. DISC. It tell you who you work good with, who you don't work good with, who you're going to be romantically good with. Now, it's some accuracy. It may not be 100%, but it's a lot of accuracy there. It's very, very accurate. Those 3 things right there will help you out. Then I tell y'all again, the book, The DNA of Relationships. That's something that you can understand, the foundational basics. Like that's just the basics. A lot of relationships don't have foundation basics. Like even mixing chemicals, there's a base chemical you usually use. There's some sort of basis in understanding. What is your relationship based on? What is your purpose? See the P? See the P for purpose for me. You dig what I'm saying? P for purpose, baby. Or you could say a purposeful pimp. That's why I could take y'all women, because I understand them. I know she missing words of affirmation. You pay all the bills, nigga, and you would think she would just listen. She don't want words of affirmation. She needs them. That is her fuel, regardless of whatever else you doing. That's her fuel. Just like you need respect, my nigga. Or you might be a quality time. You want to spend time with your woman, but she like, shit, I give you sex and cook all the time. But sex is what, 15, 20 minutes? Cooking is 30 minutes to an hour to eat together. That nigga might want 2-3 hours a day with you. So if he ain't getting that, he's not feeling filled up in his love language. And then if you look at attachment styles, it'll teach you what people do when their back is against the wall, when they're feeling good. You know what I mean? Because I don't really like the word attachment, so to speak, because it's draining. I like connection. Because if you just attach to a person, what is an attachment? It's like off of a vacuum. It really don't do shit besides take. It's just an attachment. So you got to see how people connect with other people. These are important, simple things y'all can do, because it'll save your heartache and time, and it'll help you identify. We have an identity crisis in this culture. You have women who put on makeup, then they put on a filter, and then they edit the picture of the filter and the makeup and think that's what they really look like. We have a very sick society that we're living in. It's sad. A woman will go put on a whole costume. She will put a filter on top of that costume, and then will edit the pictures and say, I'm a bad bee. What? Imagine a nigga running around here with fake money on top of fake money, and then writing bad checks. Like, listen, this stuff, that's cool if that's what y'all like. I tell y'all, ain't no girl ugly, she broke. Or she ain't putting her money where it concerns to beauty. That's why when I say a 7 and an 8, every woman has the potential to be very, very beautiful. There are some simple things you can do for women. Hair makes all the difference. A little bit of eyebrow arching and, some real looking lashes, not them butterflies y'all be putting on. A nice hairstyle. Some clean, straight teeth would help out. Some fresh breath. Some nice earrings. Some good perfume. You dig what I'm saying? Those type things will go a long way for men. You got to be able to, if you ain't got a bag, then gotta have Walmart clothes on. And people ask me, where you get that fit from, bro? I just know how to put that shit on. Have a nice clean outfit. Have some cologne. Keep your nails clean, pimp. You dig what I'm saying? Talk with some confidence. Walk with some confidence. Have your mind right. Even if your paper ain't right yet and you working on getting your paper right, have your mind right. Be able to have a conversation about something outside of vagina. Outside of talking about somebody else online. A celebrity. Have a conversation about something psychology, something that has to do with the mind. Y'all could be talking about foods that help y'all out. Grant programs. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all could talk about anything besides who's sleeping with who. What you put in makes a difference. Because what you put in gonna come out. If all you do is watch social media and hip hop shows, you're gonna live that out. I read a lot of books. I study a lot of things. Now, mind you, I'm not saying I don't watch no social media at all. Y'all know me. I'm forever on and off social media. I'll be on it for a minute, maybe 6 months, a year, and I might take 6 months off. Sometime I'll take a year off because I don't need that shit. Once it starts to feel unhealthy and it starts to make me feel down when I'm watching it, I don't want it. And I've made it my decision to unfollow plenty of girls who just twerk, people who talking about trash. I unfollowed all of the blogs, your shade rooms and baller alerts. I've unfollowed all that, so I'm not feeding myself none of that. Like, people got to call me and tell me what's going on. Oh, man, I don't care nothing about that stuff. Did you see that? I don't want to see another police officer shoot nobody until niggas call and say they ready to ride. I don't want to damage my spirit with the foolishness. So again, if you're in a relationship and one of y'all watching foolishness and one of y'all is on business, there's always going to be a clash because y'all don't share the same core values. Relationships are a business. What does your business look like? That's what you got to ask yourself. And then model your business after a successful business, meaning you need to see a successful relationship. Dead or alive. Like, what? Yeah, I like Coretta's and Martin's. I read all their books. I read Coretta's books that she'd have put out. I read all of Martin's books and how he talked about Coretta. I watched the documentary. I bought all the videos to see their interaction to a certain degree. I know I don't know everything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the positive things that they did for each other and how she helped him. It was one story where Martin was really getting a whole lot of death threats. And this is like my favorite story of Coretta. And, you know, they were saying they was going to do this and do that to Martin. Well, that morning, Coretta got up and got in the car and drove around the block and came back. He's like, hey, what was you doing? Why you do that? She said, I feared they put a bomb in the car, and I'd rather something happen to me than you because I know you're called for this movement. Nigga, if that ain't love, she'd rather something happen to her. She checked the car out for that man because she knew he had a purpose. Was he perfect? No, nobody is. But that level of understanding your man's purpose and what we're able to do today and sit here and podcast and do all these different things and play in the NBA and all of these freedoms that we have today, that's because Coretta had Martin's back. Times 1,000, times 1,000,000. She was there for Martin. She made food. You know, she helped him out with certain things. Like, you just got to read the books. But that story right there, like, dang, she drove the car thinking it might have had a bomb in it. She was ready to put her life on the line behind her husband. Listen, man, that's deep. So that's what I mean by people who not here. And I'm not just saying my woman got to do that. Martin gave her something to do that for. I'm not saying go out here and do that for a nigga who doing nothing. You dig? But if y'all locked in and you see he got a purpose and he building and he might want to be in real estate and he having a time with this, building this community or this new construction or getting these apartments, and hey, you know what? I'm going to take a little of my time and I'm going to help you do A, B, C, and D. I know I ain't got this, but I can help you out in this area here. Here, we're going to do this together. Yeah, I don't know it, but I'm going to learn it. You dig what I'm saying? You see your girl been good with those kids, man. Send her out by herself. Send her mama and her going, babe. No kids. You ain't got to take care of me unless she wants you to go. No kids. Go on. And you can have in-city spa days. You dig what I'm saying? Where it's a staycation. Get that girl 24 hours in the hotel to go to sleep by herself. A lot of women just be wanting to go to sleep because of them kids. Send her to the spa and let her just go chill in a hotel in a robe and eat junk food or smoke and drink without you, without her having no responsibilities for 24 to 48 hours. Baby, cut your phone off. We good. You could check in every 12 hours. Other than that, we want you to relax. It's real peace shit, player. You know, and it's not no whole bunch of where she got to earn this and she got to earn that. That's why I scare women. Stuff that they think they had to earn, I just, because I know it's going to pay off. I know I'm going to reap what I sow. You dig what I'm saying? That's a fact. You just got to put that work in. Once we put that work in, you see the results. But what you don't be able to do is you can't plant a seed and harvest in the same day. No farmer plants a seed expecting a harvest next week. I know what I'm doing is going to affect these women's lives. A lot of it is for life. A lot of women are going to spend the rest of their life looking for a man to the point they just realize, damn, I messed up. And it's too late. So let me find the next best thing. Oh, why you think you all that? Facts, data. It ain't a girl I'd have kicked it with that I know that leveled up. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I be looking at they nigga like, damn, that's your nigga? Oh, okay. All of them, like, what you? Oh, that's your nigga. Oh, okay, that's cool. A lot of them, they hurt. I'd rather deal with him than deal with you. That's cool, baby. It's high volume over here. Businesses and relationships are connected. We have to assess them on a regular. We can't only have meetings and want to talk to each other when it's a problem. And that's in business also. You can't just only scold your employees and scorn your employees once something go wrong. One, you also got to give them praise. Two, you got to have meetings. And I was just telling the lady, one of the reasons I like the Home Depot that I go to is because I used to get there as soon as they open up, and they know a lot of people don't be there. So it'd be 20 of them having a meeting every day. Every time I go there early in the morning, Home Depot has a daily meeting of what to expect daily. Constant training, constant communication is what they have. Sometimes we'll see them and they'll implement everybody standing at the end of the aisle, see if they're ready to check out. Sometimes they'll put people, all right, today you got these 3 hours. Anybody need some of these 3 hours? Let them know they can go here. Constant strategies. Because the world's constantly growing differently. Your girl gonna grow different. Your woman gonna grow different. Your man gonna grow different. They're gonna grow. They're not gonna be the same person from 3 months ago, let alone 3 years ago. So we have to grow with each other. That's why you got to make sure that you're a fruit tree and not a bush. Because the fruit tree and the bush start off at the same level. The bush will stop and it bears no fruit. The fruit tree will keep going. You dig? Just because we grew up together don't mean we were supposed to be together. You a bush. You ain't bearing no fruit. See you later. So when you get with a woman, make sure she's bearing fruit. Make sure the man you're dealing with is bearing fruit, or y'all might be bushes. You dig? That's the gossipers and the naysayers. They don't really do nothing. I can't say that. Sometimes they, provide a little privacy if it's some real high bushes or a good look, but ain't too much you can really take. Ain't no fruit from it. You dig what I'm saying? So take these things into accountability. Go get those tests. The DISC personality test book. The 5 love languages. Learn your attachment style. Read the DNA of relationships. And if you're a lady, read a book called LIES at the Altar. Lies at the Altar. We're talking about solutions today. We're talking about things that can better our community. The first thing I told y'all to do when y'all dealing with somebody, just ask God, is you supposed to deal with them? You can save yourself a headache. Just ask God, am I supposed to be with them? Now, if you're married, it's a little too late. But if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're starting off and you start to like them, God, is this person for me? Yes or no? You dig what I'm saying? These are important things we can do to be proactive, and we ain't got to have that whole baby mama, baby daddy issue, because y'all won't be that. Then you got to ask this man or this woman, how do you want to raise these kids? Are you going to be around? What is your teaching style? Because me, I don't want my kids going to school. You dig what I'm saying? I don't want them eating certain foods. You dig what I'm saying? I don't want her to have the baby at the hospital. I'd rather have an in-home birth. That's stuff you could talk to a person about beforehand. Versus, oh, she coming, now she going to hospital and you mad. Like, I thought we never even talked about it. You dig what I'm saying? I don't want my little person listening to certain music. You dig what I'm saying? My belief system is this. What's your belief system? I don't want to do that and get to know somebody. That's fine, man. Keep fucking the niggas you fucking in. Nobody want to hear that shit. But if you a man, know the state of thy flocks. Know what type of woman you dealing with. And a lot of these questions you can ask before you even have sex with her, because sex will screw up some things. The question that I ask most women before I even smash, have you ever been raped? Have you ever had an abortion? Kidnapped, abducted? What is your hardest trauma you've overcome? Because I want to know if you've been molested or any of that type stuff. And if you was raped as an adult or molested as a kid, a lot of them don't get over that shit, and it shows in their relationships. And my people are like, oh, you shouldn't ask. That's personal, bitch. We finna get personal. We finna go on this date, and I'm finna stick this in you. That's not personal. I should know what I'm dealing with, and she can ask the same questions. What you'd have been through. You ever sold drugs? You ever done this? You ever did this, that, and the third? And I can let her know. And she can make a wise decision of what she want to do. Okay, cool. If we're not compatible, we're not compatible. I'm not forcing compatibility. I'm giving out game that y'all really need to take. We want to talk solutions. See, I get a lot of comments when it's a whole bunch of bullshit going on. But when I'm talking about accountability, women gonna run from accountability. Ask them, did they run a background check on their baby daddy? Huh? Ask them that. They run a background check on everything else. So the solution is to read those books. Get in some sort of therapy, so to speak. Get in some active groups that are like-minded. You ain't really got to change a girl's mind if you get around groups that are like-minded. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't got to try to change her thought process. You could just put her up on game. And those are the women you want to be around who are already in the rooms that you want them to be in. You don't have to foster the relationship that hard. You can cultivate it in the right environment. Listen, man, I know what I'm talking about. I live this. I just don't talk it. I walk it. I live by this. I stand on this. I have the results of this. What I realize now is everybody can't go and everybody don't want to receive. Kick it with the people who do. We spend a lot of time looking at negative comments instead of saluting the people who say positive things. I want to be around the people who are positive. One of the bars I heard years ago is very, cliche and known now, but I heard it like a decade ago. Go where you're celebrated, not where you tolerated. That's important. Whoever came up with it, it's fine. It's important that everybody lives like that. Why would you want to be somewhere where you're not celebrated? Where niggas really don't want you around? That's cool. Find your core group. Find your tribe. Lock into them. Assess your business. Do your numbers. Numbers is going to tell a story. Days out the week is going to tell a story. Everything, being prepared, having goals. What do they see? Oh, we project that they're going to do this. What is the projection of this relationship? Whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, a business friendship, whatever the case is, what do we project? Oh, this quarter Apple's going to do 2.2 trillion. The bank statement's finna come out for the stock market. They gonna say what their expecting earnings is. They have goals and projections. You got to take your relationship like that. And if they're not on that page, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do. If someone doesn't have an iPhone, you can't FaceTime them. You got to have someone with the what? Like-minded. They got the same hardware and software. And it's very simple to see if they got it. Certain things they're going to be able to do and not be able to do. We can all pick this little phone up right here. And if you have an iPhone, I can FaceTime anybody with an iPhone. Unfortunately, to the welfare people who have Androids. Nah, I'm just playing. I got an Android sometime, but y'all get my point. Get your FaceTime on. FaceTime the right person. You can know if they're your caliber. Learn how to identify. Yeah, this worked for me. I've traveled all over. And guess what I was able to get? Some money and women. Them two things I know for sure. I know how to get some money a lot. And I know how to get some women a lot. Now I just want more money and one woman that's ready to submit and listen to a nigga. I ain't even got to say all that because all mine do. I don't have no problem with a woman submitting. And submitting ain't a dirty word. I provide the atmosphere that they want to listen. They ask me, they call me, hey, what you need done today? You dig what I'm saying? I don't be having them type of issues. Let me say what I am. I am a person who speaks the truth. I'm not concerned with all the other stuff that other people have going on. I don't do this to fake. I don't go back and really edit these videos out. I don't lie to my producer and tell him to fluff my numbers. I don't say I'm this type person and get off this mic and I'm somebody else. Nah, I'm solid. The only thing I do here is I cut it a little bit, meaning it have a little bit more class on it. You dig what I'm saying? I might speak a little better than when I'm speaking off air, but this is still me. This is so I can reach the masses because they saying that they want to hear what I got to say. So I got to tell them, check on your relationship. Check on it. Is it healthy? Run the temperature on your relationship because we need each other. So all of us who feel like we need each other, that's a tribe within itself. So read those books. Tap into God. And I'll talk to y'all in the next show. It's your boy King Ed. Oh boy.